Good morning, friends. This early morning session is dedicated to all language lovers. One of the issues that I'm going to highlight is the TV viewing and the children, the growth of the children. TV viewing and the growth of the children. See, modern era is an era of fast growing gadgets. The advent of scientific inventions have added modern man with a number of gadgets. Television is one of them. TV viewing has become very popular either in the countryside or in the urban side. Even in urban life, it has become an integral part of our day to day activities. Often, the old and middle aged people enjoy watching programs because if they don't have to go to the offices, if they don't have any other work, they spend their time watching some of the program. However, we cannot blame the programs shown on television, telecast on television. There are a variety of programs meant for different age group, but particularly the children are badly affected by the TV viewing. The programs shown on television these days are not at all selective, nor they are meant and nor they are produced keeping in mind the growth and development of the children. The biggest and the most negative effect of TV viewing on children is that it lowers down their concentration on studies. Children who watch television for more than 2 hours every day, the survey shows that they hardly can concentrate on their studies for half an hour or 1 hour. They can't sit consistently for 2 to 3 hours studying their books. Their concentrations become so poor and so undermined that they lower down their performance in schools and colleges, and they sometimes they get headache, constant headache. The doctors advise the children to sit away from the screen particularly and watch only the selective programs which are meant for children. You can allow them to watch programs like quiz, contests, discussions, news and views and debate, but we cannot allow them to watch all the programs. Moreover, these days advertisement badly affect the children. The children often imitate whatever is shown on television without analyzing what is right and what is wrong. So, in my opinion, television is undermining the very purpose of education. The children not only get affected in their physical and mental growth, but they also get degraded in their moral values. Things shown on television, particularly in the serials these days, are highly fictitious. They have no correlation with the real life. The children often think that the things shown on television, particularly some of the serials shown, that is also possible in real life. But the real life is far away from these fictitious, serials and programs shown on television. Parents often become helpless in motivating them not to watch television. Once they become TV addict, they sometimes argue with their parents also. So it is very difficult to handle them and stop them from watching television. So this has become a great problem in every house. The children often, the working parents go to the offices. The servants are at home. Children come back from their schools, and when they find the parents are not there at home, but the parents are working parents, they start watching television. They don't listen to the servants, or so these are the problems that have to be analyzed. Not only that, nowadays the smartphone is having all the programs, the television programs. You can install the TV, and it can be on the on the smartphones only. As the COVID-19 started, since then children were allowed to have smartphones, and they were allowed to watch the screen because the online lessons were there on smartphones also. So when they were not at home, or when they were sitting not in the drawing room, they were sitting in their own room, they were allowed to use their smartphone and listen to the lessons imparted through smartphones and through internet. The problem was that in the view of watching, their own lessons, sometimes they got a break and tethering started. In between tethering, they changed the channel, they watched the television program. So that interrupted their concentration. This has become a common thing for all the parents to see that online classes at one hand is a boon to them, but on the other hand it is badly affecting their way of spending time on the screen. As they are spending more time on their screen, they are likely to get affected of their eyes. They get constant headache. Not only that, when they start reading out text, they do not concentrate reading the text, and they don't concentrate on the things that they have to grasp. So one way the online classes have been useful to them. On the other hand, it has badly affected their eyesight and their way of concentration, and they, because of spending more time on a screen, they are not able to concentrate on the text. And reading of text is very important, it is very productive. Once they are not reading the text thoroughly, the ideas that is there in the book cannot be substituted by the lecture or by the lessons planned and delivered on the net. It is not possible. How can we constitute the entire content into a small lesson and one or two lessons? The book is itself a big a store of knowledge, and it cannot be substituted by a selective lessons or productive lessons delivered on net or delivered on online. It is not possible. So even the teachers have to understand that they should motivate the children to read the text and understand comprehensively the ideas given in the book. Then only they can be able to grasp the thing, and they will be able to prepare themselves for any exam. So it is a big challenge. Screen viewing has become a big challenge for children as well as for parents. The parents have to make certain restrictions to them, what to watch and for how many hours they can be allowed to sit before the screen. It is good sign now the schools have been opened, and now the children are attending classes. They will have live interaction with their teachers. They can ask questions. So now there is little hope that the things will change and the situation will be conducive for them. Let us hope for the better of these bright budding talents. Let us hope that these budding talents will understand their responsibility of acquiring knowledge and not sitting before a screen for long hours and avoiding getting addicted to TV screen. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead.